Hello everyone, I am Mirjam, certified psychological astrologer, and this channel is all about astrology and sharing my passion and profession with you. This is just a quick video. I didn't really do a lot of preparation for this one, which is quite unlike me. So I hope you forgive me, and I hope you be able to enjoy it nonetheless. This is just to take a quick look at the big question hanging above us like a big cloud promising the next rain shower. Is the 21st of June going to bring us freedom? Is it going to be the big freedom day as the government has promised? And will it mean the lifting of all remaining COVID-19 restrictions? Okay, so to find out about that issue, I've had a look at the UK chart. This is the UK chart for 1801. I've looked at the transits specifically on the 21st, but obviously everything that is going on at present and has more of a long-term effect. On the day, on the 21st, we have Mercury in a trine to the UK's chart ruler Venus, and that could potentially be a piece of good news, although Mercury is still retrograde until the day after, and that may turn out to just be another false promise. You know, we've had many of those already. So I reckon we have to be wary. We have to be really wary. I think overall it looks like it's going to be a lot of back and forth energy. Also the solar eclipse in Gemini that triggered the UK chart Mercury in opposition. The eclipse was just here, so triggered Mercury here. In the third house, so it's all about like waiting for this announcement. It's this, everybody's kind of waiting for the answer that's going to give us the release, right? But if we're looking at the whole background picture, it's clear that in the long term, Uranus, transiting Uranus in the 8th house, yeah, it's currently here. It's just crossed Mars. This Uranus is bound to stir up trouble whenever things get too oppressive in that 8th house. And Uranus rules the 5th house, this one here, where the UK's chart ruler Venus is placed. And that's very significant because we must not forget that this Venus in Aquarius stands for the whole nation's love of personal freedom, right? Venus in the 5th house in Aquarius, that is just like the main issue that everything revolves around, like the free expression of self in a very unique way. That is something that we that like the British people are known for, you know, being a bit quirky, being a bit wacky sometimes, of course, as well. So Uranus, transiting Uranus, will be coming very close to squaring Venus. So Venus here and Uranus currently here. That's still about 3 degrees orb, which is not a lot for Uranus. So and this square is potentially signaling some sort of rebellious response if freedom isn't returned imminently. I think that is what we can gather here. And it also indicates, from my point of view, that when Uranus fully hits that square, like a shock wave of change is on the horizon for all of us. I also want to take a quick look. Yeah. At our prime ministers' birth charts. This is the one, and that tells us that the big solar eclipse that we just had in Gemini, that fell exactly on Boris's Mercury. And it will be very important to pay attention to what he communicates to the people. Obviously, we know he's a Gemini sun. There's lots of Gemini stuff going on in his chart, Mars as well. And so there will be a lot of focus on the communication and on announcements, even more so than usual, right? And he's very likely feeling the pressure on his Mars here by Jupiter. Transiting Jupiter is currently here, beginning of Pisces, is hitting the square to Mars full on. And that is urging him to take action, making the big announcement, moving forward, telling people what they want to hear, giving us that big release, and finally coming out of that constant spin and back and forth energy, which is really very, very tiresome now. So I think that's what this Jupiter indicates there. So everybody is hoping for this big bomb of an announcement. So overall, my conclusion is there may be another little delay. However, the pressure is on. We can already see that. And we know that Uranus isn't really the most patient of fellows up there. We can be sure of that. So let's just hope for the best. Let's hope that Jupiter really is putting pressure on that Mars there and just making him see sense. And it's also Jupiter in his 5th house, and that is probably a bit more action oriented, hopefully, or maybe some sort of euphoria taking place, and rising up, and just the energy of the masses kind of starting to make more of an impact, because obviously what the people want is they want to be free now. We've had so much of this, we want out. Right. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.